had second thoughts. Regardless of who gets president next, I personally think positive. You stay the course and you make stuff happen. Will there be bumps along the way? All right, well, after a ridiculous and extremely painful, luckily I have my friend Seven. It was a terrible start. A former Marine serving in the first Gulf War and retired law enforcement. I look at principles and things. Hey folks, welcome back. So today's going to be a moving vlog update, and we'll bring you up to speed on things. But you know, when you do something like this, you're always going to second guess yourself, which is pretty much normal human behavior. Been there before, done it before, and so it's not really a big deal as long as you focus ahead and you reaffirm the reasons you made your decision, your land investment or your home investment. And then you stay positive, you stay the course, and you make stuff happen. Will there be bumps along the way? Yes, of course. All right, well, after a ridiculous and extremely painful start, first hunt, luckily I have my friend Seven. It was a terrible start, absolutely terrible. So today, here we are in mid-July. The movers are actually at the house right now, packing the basement. It's going to be, if everything goes well, a week-long process. So that today is Saturday. Next Saturday, they should make the delivery. We opted to hire someone to pack the house for us. And then we're doing everything else. We're doing the 3-car garage, you know, Sharon's workshop, my whole barn, all my equipment, all my workshop. We've been doing that slowly. But do I have second thoughts? Yeah, of course you do. You know, sometimes you think, man, it's, you know, this stuff, life could be a lot easier if we just stayed here, you know. But the reasons we're moving, when I look ahead, to me, they're all very valid reasons, very important reasons. A lot of our freedoms are at stake. I'm not going to get into political stuff at all. We keep our channels pretty neutral because we enjoy having everyone tag along. But being a former Marine serving in the first Gulf War and retired law enforcement, you know, to me, I look at principles and things a little differently than some people, I guess. So, yeah, whatever. It is what it is. And I do think in the long run we'll be okay, because regardless of who gets president next, I personally think that inflation's going to continue. I follow the financial markets pretty closely, and so even if rates come down, that could help us with the sale of some land. And if rates come down and inflation goes back up, that means land is going to keep going up too. So the whole goal there is, if the land appreciates or continues to appreciate, and we could offload some of it, you know, I look ahead, you know, 2, 3, 5 years from now, hopefully we'll be in pretty good shape when that time comes. A lot of work getting from here to there. But it is what it is. So they're packing up. We'll give you some updates on how they're going. I think they're okay with us videotaping them. And if anybody's down here, Southern Illinois area, or I don't know how far they go. I mean, they're driving 5 hours to Missouri. We'll definitely link you to them, because we got them referred to us from the realtor, from Chad from Whitetails. They did a good job for him, and that's why we hired them. So it's kind of exciting, but it's kind of nerve-wracking at the same time. But it's happening. It's like, it's right here, right now. It's right in our face. It's happening. So we hope you'll join us for the ride, the adventures, and once we get settled, it'll be game on over there with all new adventures. The good part is, I was talking to my youngest son today, that, you know, we've got more experience in life now. You know, we've got the right equipment. Granted, the skid steer's gone, but the tractor will make do. got the experience and the equipment now for land management and doing things with this property, because this property is a diamond in the rough. I mean, it has zero improvements on it as far as wildlife and improving the value of the land. It has zero. It don't. It's got one of them pull strings.
It's got a trip rope?
Yeah. Yep.
So that was actually a tame planter then?
It's got woods and a hayfield. That's it. It does have a few old cattle ponds that are overgrown that I'll need to replenish, dig them out some, but it's a blank slate. I mean, we're gonna need to get loggers in there, even just for clearings, you know, just for new microplot clearings. That property lays out nicely, but got to get clear cuts, you know, 1 to 2 acre clear cuts, and that's going to be too big for me to do and for the equipment I got. So, and Missouri is very, very landowner friendly with cost shares for wildlife. If you do improvements for wildlife in Missouri, they're very good at cost share. The reason I know it is because we had a farm in Poplar Bluff a number of years ago, and they did cost share on creating new wildlife openings. They did cost share on creating wildlife ponds. They call them wildlife scrapes, you know, watering holes, and food plots. So we already did a lot of these programs, so we're going to do it all again. Anyways, I'm rambling, but that's the update. I think it's July 13th right now. So in theory, 1 week from now, they're going to be bringing all our stuff in the house. And you guys got it dialed in. That's pretty slick. Beauty of it is they put your house back together how they took it apart. So, you know, you tell them where to put the couch, you know, where to put this, where to put the furniture, where to put the dressers. It goes back, you know, right where it kind of came from, if you will. Okay, if you stay tuned here over the next week or two, when the actual move happens, you'll see that it kind of didn't necessarily work out 100% that way, but that's a few episodes down the road. It's going to be expensive, there's no doubt. We're going to bite the bullet for that, but we figured it was worth it, you know, for this kind of a move. So anyway, stay tuned. We'd love to have you join us for the adventures. Take care.